y'all. Just finishing up my last little ribbon. Here it goes. There we go. All right. Y'all doing okay tonight? It's weird. It's live and it still says publish. We're gonna do a wreath with the Sam's ribbon again. I mean the Sam's mesh. I have been so distracted. Just, you know, give me a second. I'll get myself in the zone here. All right. Okay, so, hey, we have the same, it's the exact same roll of mesh from the last wreath, all three, and we're just gonna do not exactly the same style, but similar, but using the exact same mesh. This sign, okay, it's another vintage kind of watercolor one. I forgot to set up the other stuff. I told y'all I am been so distracted. It's just, ugh. Hi. Hopefully y'all are doing well. Yeah, it's nice to be kind of back and, you know, trying to get back into things. Okay, so, let's see. Yesterday was the first day John went back to work. All right, so this is the sign. Isn't that pretty? I really like this one. So it has the burgundies and the plums, and then it has orange and green and the burlap, and then it's this ribbon. See, isn't that pretty with the leaves on it? And this plaid. I love, love, love this plaid. It has like a little bit of gold in it, but it has the plum, the burgundy, the orange, and the green. And then we have a like plum burgundy one and a burlappy one. Okay. So that's the stuff we're working with. Can y'all see Bella? It's like the whole like couch. Oh, here, y'all can't see her. The whole like couch is her bed. Wait, where are y'all? There. See? There is like this huge pile of blankets, and that's her favorite thing, is to just lay right on top of those blankets. It's so funny. Okay, so these are the mesh, same ones we used last time. It's the burgundy, kind of plum color. Isn't that pretty? So these are the ones from Sam's, and then the orange, and then the kind of tan with the gold in it. Okay, so it's the exact same ones. It is actually the same one because their mesh comes in 20 yards instead of 10. So you can make 2 wreaths from it instead of 1. So you can see, right? So here's one of their Halloween ones. Look how much mesh is in it, right? So we used 3, but you could do 2, you could do 1. Hey! All right. So we're going to do, last time we did the Ruffle / Woodland Ruffle. This time we're going to be doing the straight out ruffle with the curls, and I kind of want to do similar to what we did last time. We kind of like turned it a little bit so they were almost like rounded. So we're going to try that again. Okay, here we go. All right, did everybody have a good Labor Day? kind of tired on Labor Day. My husband, his emotions tend to come on like at night when we're sleeping or not sleeping. So that seems to have started to pass now. What do I do with my drink? Y'all, I am like, there it is. It's still over here where I was listing the live. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay. Okay. So, let me find my little tool. Hey, Mama. So what we're going to do, all of these are cut at 20 inches. So there's 18 of each. And then we have 10 inches of this. So there are 36. So we can put 2 in each one. Okay. So essentially, it's going to have 2 20-inch ruffles and 2 10-inch curls. Okay. So what I'll do, and you want to have it come out the way that it comes off of the roll. So face up, right? So it comes off the roll like this. So that's the way you want it to come out. You just want to kind of tuck a little bit of an edge in. Now, if you don't have a tool, you just go right up the center, like that. Okay. I like to use my tool so my hands don't hurt, but that's how you do it if you don't have one. Okay. This came from Craft Outlet, I believe. So this is just a tan work wreath. Okay. So same thing again. Just kind of tuck it under, but this time I'm going to use tool. So I just slip it in. And I just kind of push with my thumb. And my fingers just kind of guide it. So I'm not really gathering, because that gathering is what makes my hands hurt. So the tool allows me to just like not have to do it that way. All right. So we're going to make like a bundle, and then we'll kind of straighten it when we get it in the tie. So we've got our 2 mesh. Then we'll take our curl, just kind of make sure it's curled. Most of these, especially when you get towards the end, they're just going to curl. You're not going to have to do a whole lot, right? They're just going to be curled. They naturally want to do that because that's how they are in the roll anyways. All right, so we have our 2 curls, and then we'll grab some of our ribbon. I just like to find the center and just kind of pinch it up. Just like that. We'll just gather it in the center. Thank you. Yeah. And then I just do almost like what I would think is like birdie wings, right? So kind of they look like wings. If you have that little bit of a curve, then it goes across the mesh a little bit easier. So that's why I do that. Yeah. Definitely a tough time. So what I want to do is I want to pull one mesh kind of up and one down. And then I think what we'll do is we'll do the opposite, right? So we'll pull almost like they're kind of opposite. Okay, you see how this tie is doing that? I'm going to show you how to fix that. These ties, as wonderful as these work wreaths are, they can tend to be loosey-goosey on the ties. All you do, get yourself a zip tie. Go around it. And I kind of go right on the side of where the tie is so I can kind of hide it in there. And then I just pull it tight. Clip it off, and then magic, it's not going anywhere, okay? So that's how you kind of deal with that. My little ones at the top keep wanting to come down. See, this whole set, the ties are very loosey-goosey. And that happens sometimes. So you just have to kind of tie them on a little tighter. You could also use your pliers and try to tighten the little pieces on here. But I found that it really kind of works better if I use a zip tie. Okay. Alright. So I'm just going to leave it like this. I don't like to spread it out or anything until the end because it's going to get pushed down. So it's really not worth doing all that. Okay. I sort of forgot to text you. Sorry, Z. It's been a day. Okay. Now, so same exact thing. I am going to put, try to kind of alternate which mesh is on top. Not that it's really going to matter that much because I am spreading them out. But, you know. So see how I push with my thumbs and then I just use my fingers to kind of hold it straight. Yeah. Yeah, she uploaded, was it 150 videos to my YouTube channel? Was it 150? 200? Thank you. Okay. It was a lot. Yeah, so there we go. Now, this is the Sam's mesh. So you see, it's really nice. It's the exact same as we get everywhere else. So it was like $14 for 3 rolls, right? So essentially, that's really 6 rolls because they're double. So $14 for 6 rolls. What did we figure it out? It was like $2.99 or something like that. Just a little under $3 per roll is essentially what it is. That's great value. That's great value. Okay. So then we're going to do these two. This is that embossed ribbon that has that texture on it. It's really pretty. And it's really pretty saturated today. 350 in August. Wow. Yeah, so we've moved all of my design group and my business group content onto YouTube. So, yep. I caught a little edge of that. Okay, here we go. There we go. We'll see if this one's loosey-goosey. Nope, that one's okay. Alright, so I'm gonna do the same thing. So kind of pull one up, one down. These kind of are already naturally in the place that they need to be. And then we just kind of spread out our ribbon a little. See how pretty that is? See, you can see all the colors because of the way we're spreading it out. So we've done double ruffles and double cruffles before, but we don't usually spread them out. I kind of like that, spreading them out, because then, you know, you get to see more of both colors and not just like the one that's on top. So, yeah. We like it. Let's see, we are doing burgundy on top. Yes, okay. I told y'all, I am so distracted. I'm just like, yeah. So earlier today, Carson got a virus on his computer. It has just been the day, y'all. Okay. Yeah. So we were dealing with that. And just, you know, Okay, go. I'm just sad. I'm sad. But, okay. I did start looking at new puppies, though, for Mama Sue. I found one that's really cute. I'm waiting to hear back, so. You thought about what you would name her, Mama? Her name is currently Storm, which I don't know what I think about that. I don't know. We'll have to come up with a new one. I do. I know. I know. Yep. We moved everything to YouTube. We just did it. Okay. There we go. All right, and then we'll take our ribbons here. Alrighty. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. Okay. Alright, so just tie it on. I like to tuck my tie in just like that. I just kind of curl it on top of itself. And then I will spread my mesh out like that. Okay, and then the opposite over here. So that way we get both colors, and we have our ribbons here. See how pretty that is? And they're so sparkly. Aren't they sparkly? Oh, y'all should have seen Mercedes' dress. She's going to visit her mom in New Hampshire, and they're going out somewhere, and she's got this really sparkly dress. Okay, so the tool you can get from SWAT. It's Susie's Recent Things. There is a link in my bio, so if you go up there and click, you'll find a link for it. It's called the Deco Mesh Ruffle Tool. Hello. All right. So we just tuck it under. The reason I tuck it under is so that if there's any frays, it'll just kind of hide back there. Yeah. It'll hide in the back. Oh, did y'all see I finally finished the 12 methods with 21-inch mesh? So it's up. It's up and out there. Okay. There we go. There we go. Oh, pretty. That's pretty. I made a Wreath and group on Tuesday, and it went right on my door. Yeah. So, we are already in fall. Are y'all in fall yet? Have you got your fall stuff up? Because we got all the fall stuff up. I made a lantern, she's got that up. I made a flower arrangement, she's got that up. When I say she, I'm talking about my mom. She is the official decorator of the downstairs. And she mostly decorates with the stuff I make. So, it's kind of funny. Yeah. So. Alright. Take it out. Okay. Put it in. And this will be super full. This one will probably go to the hospital. They're having a auction or something, and September. So we'll send this up for their auction. Oh, and we'll be doing a couple of football wreaths. So I don't know if y'all do anything like that, but like you have to be really careful with the football stuff because it's copyrighted and whatnot. So I make signs that don't violate the copyright because they don't have, like you can tell what it's for, but it doesn't have any of the copyrighted, you know, logos or mascots or anything. I think I have one. Where'd I put it? Yeah. Okay. So see what I mean? So this one is the South Carolina one. So they're Gamecocks. So that's a gamecock. And then it just says South Carolina. It has the colors, but nowhere on it does it have their logo or anything like that. It just has the state in the background. So then you're allowed to sell these. So I do those so they're not, you know, an issue. And I can do any football one, you know, and then you won't get in trouble. Because, ooh, sometimes they will get very annoyed if you use their stuff. They don't like that. And it's expensive. I tried it one time to get like a license for it, but it is quite the process to apply for a license. And I was like, yeah, that's too much. I'll just, you know, use the colors, but not the copyrighted material. That way I don't have to worry about it. Makes it a little easier. But they wanted, I think they want a Gamecock, a Clemson, and a Georgia Bulldog one. So I'll make those for them. I'll do them on here so you'll get to see how that comes out. Okay. See, these are already really curled. Sometimes I'll make them a little tighter, but for the most part, there's not really a whole lot you have to do for the curls. Okay. I don't know what I did with that one ribbon, did I? I must have knocked it off in the ground somewhere. It's here somewhere. Yeah. It's called the Deco Mesh Ruffle Tool. That's what it's called. The mesh is cut, so the orange and the burgundy are cut at 20 inches and the curls are cut at 10 inches. And the ribbons are cut at 12. So, and it's a double ruffle that I just spread out. So, that way you get to see all the colors and not just one, whichever one's on top. It's pretty easy to just kind of pull them a little bit separate like that. So then you get to see, you know, all the colors on it. Yeah, like that. There we go. And I kind of alternate, you know, which one's on top so that you kind of see all the colors. I won't do too much with the ribbons until the end. Oh. There we go. Okay, so I think orange is going to be back on top. Go. See how pretty that is? It's like a tan with a gold. It's really very much gold. What was the question? I didn't see. I didn't see. I don't know, chores isn't that much fun. It is a 15-inch frame. Yes, it is. See? It's the raised frame. I like those. I like the raised frames. Excellent. Good job. So we want the orange up top. Okay. There we go. And the burgundy down below. Yes. Pretty. And our ribbon's done here. And then this side, we'll have the burgundy on top. And the orange below it. There. See how it just kind of... So you see both? I like that. Oh, did you send an email? Oh. A rectangular sign? Oh. You're talking about the one that I did with that kit. You want that to be rectangular? Yeah, so I'm working on it. But Deborah, you have a everyday 20% off because you are in my group. You don't need that sale. You have a sale every day. So you don't need to do it during the sale. You just need to use your code. That's it. It's actually the only way you can get a discount on the sign and ribbon sets. Otherwise, there isn't one. Okay. Yeah. Just email me. I'll give you the code. I will look. Yeah, she did see it and she did tell me. But I'm having to rework it to make it work on a rectangle. So I just haven't finished it yet. So I am behind on everything. So don't worry. It is going to get done, I promise. It's just, you know. But I'm back. I'm getting back into the swing now. It was a rough month. So just a rough month. Oh, and I did find a new doctor to take my dad to, so fingers crossed that we can get him surgery sooner because the other one wants to wait until March. Why you would wait to replace a 92-year-old's hip for 6 months, I just don't understand, y'all. I just don't understand. Yep, I was on Tuesday. Okay, there we go. Go. Have y'all been to check out the Sam's Christmas ribbon? We checked it out when we were at Sam's, and there was, in my store, there was like nothing left. It was like all gone. All right, hold on. This one. There we go. Okay, I hadn't fixed it yet. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now we got it right. Okay. So, this up, this down, there. I mean, they literally just brought it out. It's like they're just not putting enough of it out or something. I don't know. It is so hard to find good doctors, right? Well, and it's hard to get in to see them. It's like, oh yeah, there's this great doctor, but you can't get in to see him until November. And then, you know, I might as well just, I don't even know what to say. Might as well just wait, because it would probably be a couple months anyways, and we'd be right back up to March. Oh, okay. Do you have pictures? Can you send me pictures? It's easier to tell if I have a picture. There we go. It is about time for us to do our quarterly call. Well, live. It's really a live. Okay. Question and answer is what I mean. Okay. There we go. The tool is called the Deco Mesh Ruffle tool. And you can get a link for it in my bio. Just follow the link I have. Okay. Oh, there's the ribbon. It's just on the bottom. Okay. Aren't these colors pretty? Yep, I'd be happy to. Orange up at the top, burgundy on this side, burgundy down here. You know, Deborah, I think this one's even fuller than that other one we did that you started doing. Look how full that is. These colors. I do recommend the mesh from Sam's. Hopefully they'll add more over time. But yeah, it's really good. I like it. I haven't tried the Halloween ones yet, but I will. We will try those out. I still have one wreath attachment from Teresa, so we'll use that. Okay. This burgundy is my favorite though. It's like a burgundy plum. It's really pretty and it's a really nice mesh. I like it a lot. This one's just a regular metallic mesh and it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. So so this essentially has like, what? $9 worth of mesh on it. So considering it's got essentially 3 rolls, that's pretty darn good. Yes, Sam's Club. Can you believe it? Look at this. I think you can only order it online, but look, it's 20 yards. You get 3 of them, and they're 20 yards each. So it's 2 standard rolls. Pretty amazing, right? I saw that. I was like, I'm getting it, and we're trying it. Oh, awesome. Wait, it was at Sam's, like in the store, or did you order it online? Because I've been wondering that. I ordered mine online. It is a great deal. It is a great deal. I mean, you can't find $3 mesh anymore. Nobody has $3 mesh, except Sam's. Yeah, it's like $14 for 3 rolls, and they're double rolls, so it's essentially 6 rolls, and it's good mesh. Yeah, they do have a lot of Christmas ribbon. Ours is already like, yeah, online. They have all of them online. Our store is already like wiped out, so I'm gonna have to go over near where Share Bear is to get it, because they always have it over there. They never have it near me. So it's just what it is. It's okay. All right, there we go. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. I mean, how could you not love this? It's like purpley. I love purple. I'm such a fan of purple. Oh, it's sold out immediately. I mean, I can't say I'm surprised. It's a good deal. It's a good deal. It was still available when I was on there a couple of days ago. And they have Christmas. They have Christmas mesh. So make sure when you get on there you're looking, because they do have, and it's under ribbon. So it's listed under ribbon, so go look under the ribbon. All you got to do is either have a membership or know somebody that has a membership. You could like get them to order it for you, and then you can make them a wreath. Win-win. Right? That would be a win-win. Or you could make them a big bow or something. Anything like that. Okay. There we go. So we got the first row done. Look how nice and full that is. That's as full as a full wreath in just one row. So that's funny. Okay. Now we'll do the top one, and then it'll be really, really full. But I'm kind of digging this watercolor vintage look. Isn't that pretty? So I've been into that lately. What's your favorite style? What kind of style do you like? Oh, So I have to post this picture. I was getting the Deco exchange box, the supply box, and I got this really pretty blue set, and we made a wreath with it. It was gorgeous. It came with a wood sign, you know, really pretty sign, and I ended up making a similar version with the metal. And they both were outside for pretty much the same amount of time. And the wood one, it's not even remotely the same color. But mine looks exactly the same. So I got to show y'all pictures, because even if you protect the wood ones, they just fade. They just fade. The metal ones are much better because the sublimation is actually adhered to the coating on the sign, so it won't fade because it's already UV resistant, and it like becomes part of the sign. Like, there's no way to get it off. You can't scratch it off. You can't, you know. So it is a very good depiction of yeah, the wood signs are cute and fun and whatever, but they are really made for indoors and not out. So everything else on the wreath looks perfect. The ribbon, the florals, they all look the same color. It was just that sign. So I almost forgot these. That would not be good, because then I'd get around and realize I was missing one. Oh, and we only have 2 of the mushroom set left. That's it. There's 2 left. That one went really, really fast. So okay, pull that out. Pull that out. There we go. So on the top, we'll spread the ribbons out like crisscross, like that, so we can see the pattern better. I think we did burgundy on top. Okay. And not really matters because I'm spreading them out, but I don't know. I don't know why I do that. It just... Oh. Yeah. I understand. What in the world? I don't know what that is. Looks like paint. I put my mats through the wringer, I'll tell you. They last a pretty good amount of time, though. It takes a good year before you really can see where I've been consistently running my rotary cutter and stuff. Which I think it's pretty amazing considering how much. Oh, I'm so glad. I try to get things out really quick. But this last week, they did go out a little late. But normally, when we don't have a passing in the family, everything goes out pretty quick. Okay. Okay, so you're going to be shocked. Let me tell you where the mesh is from. The mesh is from Sam's Club. they came together. So you get a burgundy, an orange, and the gold. And it was $14 for 3 rolls. Each roll had 20 yards. So it's the equivalent of 6 rolls. Very, very good price. I was all over it. And the burgundy is awesome. I mean, the quality of it is really good. I'd say the orange is, you know, average. He's doing okay. He is doing okay. You know, it's been kind of rough. So his birthday was Monday, and it was also the first football game, and he and his dad would talk back and forth a lot during the football games. So it was, you know, it's tough, but he's doing really well. You know, he has his moments, but mostly at night. You know, he's at work and he's staying busy, so that helps. He did just go back to work yesterday, though, so he's been off for a while. I think that probably helped, too. So, he wrote his dad's obituary. He did a really good job. So, yeah. I feel so bad because he's lost both his parents. I know, right? I don't know if they have them in the store or if it's just online. So I'd call the store and just check. But look, they look like this. What did I do with that roll? Oh. So this is the Halloween set, but look how big that is. And I mean, it's nice. It's nice mesh. It's not, you know, like that cheapy stuff. So, yeah, it's really good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the waiting thing was awful. You know, because they would be like, well, we don't think he's going to make it through today. And then it was, well, we don't think he's going to make it through the week. And it was just tough. It was tough. But now his dad's at peace and he's not hurting anymore. So, it was still hard. Oh no, it's out of stock. Call the store and see if they have it. And usually if it's out of stock, they'll bring it back. It just usually takes a little bit. They did that with was it the ribbon last year? I think it was the harvest ribbon last year. Same thing happened. And after a couple of weeks, it came back in. So keep checking back and see if it comes back in. Yes, you are. Everyone who is in one of my groups on YouTube is eligible for a discount. I think the base one is like 10, and then 15%, and then 20%. Yeah. Hey, I need to see that sign. Did you put that sign in a wreath? The Owen switch? I would like to see it. Absolutely. I know, it's amazing. I keep thinking I gotta hurry up and get that Christmas before they run off the shelf. Because now that I know the quality's good, I'll buy it. I mean, it's like less than $3 a roll. You just can't find that anywhere. Nowhere has that. So, yeah, I'm all for that. Okay. Oh. I was pulling the wrong one. I'm like, what's wrong with this? Well, you're doing the wrong one. That's what's wrong with it. we go. It is really full. I like them really full though. They just make a huge impact if you get them nice and full. And this one probably costs less to make than a lot of the other ones I've made, so with less mesh. So how about that? That's pretty awesome. I wish they would get like all the colors. Oh, you haven't done one? Yes, yes, please send it when you do. I can't wait to see it. I would like to look like that girl in the sign. With the cute little pink hair and stuff. Well, I'd want purple, but so it's essentially these two, and then the two of these, so one of each of these, two of these. There are 10 rows on the bottom, or 10 ties on the bottom, 8 ties on the top. So it's 18, total of 18. Which if you're gonna cut mesh, if you cut it at 20 inches, you'll get 18 pieces. So Cher Bear is doing pretty good. I talked to her, I think, was it yesterday? It was either yesterday or the day before. You know, it's been rough. She lost her mom. She had to go to Arizona for a little bit. But she's back and she's doing well. So, I know I miss seeing her too. We were talking about getting together again soon, so yeah. It's been a while since she's been over here to come on with me. Did that answer your question about how many at the top? I totally rolled that crooked. Let's see. We need to do this one. What do you think, Mommy? You like these colors? These are pretty. Yeah, I know. It's sad. Her mom ended up with Alzheimer's. So it was rough. It was rough. She was in a, you know, like a specialty care facility. And she kind of just got to where she wasn't really eating and her organs just kind of shut down. So, yeah. Which I think is kind of common with Alzheimer's, but I can't say that for a fact because I don't know a whole lot about it, but that was kind of what I surmised. So, woo! This is full. You would think that this had a lot more money in it than it did. That's why I like it. Because it makes it look richer. Yeah. There. Oops. There. Yeah, I know it. Sassy had that at the end. It was terrible. She would just kind of get up and just like stand there like she was confused. It was sad. It was sad. Zora sent my mom the cutest stuff in memory of Sassy. Didn't she, Mom? One of them has a picture on it, so now Mom has a nice picture of her baby she can look at. It's very sweet. Okay. There we go. I make it look easy. It's just because I have been doing it for a long time. But you can do it. I know you can do it. The ribbons are cut at 12 inches. So the two colored mesh, the burgundy and the orange, are 20. These are 10 and the ribbons are 12. I tell you what though, I have so many videos that go slow and kind of walk you through stuff. If you jog on over to my YouTube channel, there is there's a whole section for beginners, and there's like one video that has like, I think 11 methods on how to do with 10-inch mesh, and one that has 12 methods with 21-inch mesh. Those are good to watch just to get kind of a basic understanding for the bases, you know, the ways to do the mesh. There's lots and lots and lots. Lots and lots and lots and lots of videos out there. And they're all free. Free, free, free. We like free. Okay. This is so big it's taking up my table, y'all. Look, it's like the size of my whole table. Oh, that's funny. There we go. Let's see. I think the orange needs to go on top. Oh, sweet. Yeah, if you just look up Hardworkingmom, it'll pop up. I think there's also a link in my bio. If you go to the link in my bio, it has a link to my YouTube channel. Yeah. It is so hard losing a pet, or a parent, or a sibling, or all of the above. It's just hard. It's just so hard. They're fine. We, on the other hand, not so much, because we miss them. And it's hard. You get, you know, you get into these routines, and then when that part of your routine is gone, it's just so obvious that it's missing. It's hard. Yeah, we've talked about that several times. Sassy had this habit of, she loved to get under, so both my parents have these reclining chairs in their little space downstairs, and she would get underneath the reclining chairs all the time. And so when they were getting up, they would always have to look to make sure she wasn't under there. So that, you know, that creates a habit. And then you have that habit of looking because you've done it for so long. It makes it hard. But she has some really fun little cute things. The plaid is from Sam's, yes. This one is from Sam's, but the others are not. It's really pretty, isn't it? See Has the gold in it. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I would if mine died, but everyone has someone who's would not, you know, would not be a huge deal, but, and I'm not even that close to my sister, but I still would be very upset. My hard thing is going to be, well, you know. So, and my dad, every once in a while, he'll say, well, I've had a great life. I've lived long enough. I'm like, no. No, that's not a thing. I mean, he has had a good life, but that doesn't mean it's time to go. Right. Yeah. I know, right? Isn't it pretty? The thing is, for the fall ribbons, you have to buy the entire set. Like, they don't sell them individually, which, that's kind of hard. But, yeah. It gets expensive quick. Especially if you only need like 5 or 10 yards and you have to buy 50. The plaid ribbon came from Sam's Club. They have a fall set and a Halloween set. I did not get the Halloween set. I had the Halloween set from last year and I still have a bunch of it. Yeah. So, I did not get the, I don't know, Halloween is not like a huge deal around here. So, I mean, it is, but not for wreaths. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And it's good quality too. It is the canvas. Oh yeah, you do get your money's worth. It did go up a little bit, but honestly, it's still like super inexpensive. I think it went up like 50 cents a roll or something. Which a lot of places went up more than that for a 10-yard roll. So, yeah. It's still huge value. You sure can't get 50 yards for like 8 something anywhere else. You know? And if you're making a lot of them, it's a great value. You know? So, absolutely worth it. I forgot to do the curls. I knew that was going to happen at some point. I seem to be missing one. That's okay. We'll never be able to tell. Put that there. There we go. At least I waited till the end to miss one. That's funny. Y'all, look how full that is. There's like barely a little hole there. Okay. I mean, it's probably on the floor somewhere or rolled in the back. Yeah. That's so pretty. That's so pretty. Sure, yeah, they fray. But you can't really see them because they're kind of tucked in here. And so it's not really a big deal. So the only time that really the frays are a big deal is if you are doing something like flowers or something where you need those really crisp, clean edges. Otherwise, especially if you have a wreath that's full, just the fullness itself is going to keep those tucked in. So it's really not a huge deal if you have a little bit of frays. And honestly, mostly the only people that see the frays are the wreath makers. It's not the people who buy them. Whoops. Yeah, usually the people who buy them, they wouldn't notice that. Unless it was like, you know, like if it's a flower or something like that, then it's pretty obvious. Hello. Yeah, it's still up in the air if I'm going to be able to go or not because of my dad's surgery. I'm so glad you're going though. That's so exciting. You're gonna love it. They do an, oh my gosh, they do such a good job. Especially Dawn. She is the most organized person. Holy cow. She is so organized. And they're both such good designers, so you're really gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be so much fun. I know, right? Me too. I'm so ready for fall. Are y'all ready for fall? I mean, not that we get like a ton of cool weather, but it's cooler, and I'm okay with that. I'll take it. As long as it's cooler, I'm good. I can deal with that. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, people do that sometimes. Okay, so here's our last tie. Okay. Wow, look how full this is. There we go. So just kind of fix our mesh a little bit. There. Okay. Oh, cute. Look at that. So you're always going to have to kind of rework the ribbons a little bit because they'll get mushed and mashed when you're going around. That's okay. It only takes a minute or two just to run around and kind of redo them. Like that. Oh, that's pretty. What do y'all think? You like this sign and ribbon set? I like this one. Honestly, I thought this one was going to be more popular than the one with the mushroom, so it kind of surprised me. Not that I don't love that one, because I do. It's pretty. I love the mushrooms on it. The little red mushrooms. So, that one went really fast. See how pretty that is? Okay, so for the bottom, I'll just kind of spread my ribbons out a little. And having that little bit of that curl really helps to get it around the mesh. So that's why I do that little bit of curl on it. That really helps get it where I want it to go. See how it just kind of like curls around it? Me too. Oh, I don't know. I have a little bit too much going on right now. But maybe next year. But it's Dawn and Susan that are having the retreat. And it is in like 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks? I want to say it's in like 2 weeks. So, yeah. There. All right, so now we can put our sign on. So see, it can go right there. Oh, look how pretty that is. Are y'all planning another retreat? Well, I tell you what's funny is Cheryl's already told me, hey, I have a place you could have a retreat. You know, Share Bear. I'm like, okay. Let's talk about it later. Ooh, they are fun. They are a lot of fun. All right, okay, here we go. So I just put holes in it with the metal hole punch. Best thing ever. So worth the money. They're like what? $10? And then I use 26 gauge wire. I like the 26 gauge because it hides well, but it's strong enough to, you know, really hold it in. So I use about 20 inches. Oh, thank you. I like it. Okay. What I do when I put the wire through the hole, wait, where's the hole? Oh, there it is. I kind of match the ends up and kind of double it up, and then I'll twist it just one time to keep that wire in place, and then it won't move around. Oh, this is a 10-inch sign. So all my, well, the majority of my sign and ribbon sets come with 10-inch because I just like the 10-inch better. But it comes in 6, 8, 10, and 12. Just the sign by itself. Hello. I wish it got cool enough here to wear cozy weather clothing. It really does not. It's cooler, so like it's in the 80s and not in the like 90 to 100. Okay, so I'm going to use, this is a weaving needle, so you can see it's plastic, all right, and it has, it looks like, yeah, a lot of people use these with quilting or with knitting and crochet. So I just load my wire in there like I'm going to sew something. And the great thing is you can push it right down through the mesh. It's not going to hurt the mesh. The mesh already has 1,000 holes in it. And see, there it is. It makes it so fast and easy to get your wire around your frame and get it tied on. So I just twist it around the frame several times. Not here. I think sometimes we get down to like, I mean, you know, below 50. Sometimes we'll get like a couple of days where it's like really cold, like 20 or something, but it's not many days. We mostly stay around the, you know, 40 to 50 range in the dead winter. So, which for us is mostly not until like January, February. That's about when it gets cold here. Because I live in the South and it's hot. It's hotter. Hotter. Okay. Here we go. All right. All right. So there it is. You just want to twist it on a couple times just to make sure it's going to stay. Then you just trim off the leftover. Woo! See, we don't get, yeah. If we get snow, it's like for like a half second. You know, it melts the same day or something like that. But it's so exciting when we do. Yep. I would move somewhere colder, but yeah, my family's like, no. There. let's make a matching bow and then we'll look at both of them. Okay. Bella's sacked out. Alright. So we'll put the plaid on the bottom. It's so pretty, isn't it? I bet they would. I think bows sell really well. I know a lot of people that sell bows on Etsy. Alright, so let's do like, oh, maybe like a 10-inch tail. Okay. So there's our tail. So we're just gonna twist it on the side that we're going to be doing the loop on. So you can use the board to measure. There. I like these because they don't hurt my hands. They're faster. So right there, 6-inch. And don't ever let someone tell you that using a bow maker is not good, because that's crap. You use whatever you want. There's no rules here. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to do 2 loops of each ribbon. I could have made the tail a little longer, but I kind of like it like that. Okay, here we go. I like doing 2 loops. That's been my new thing. I don't know why, but I've been like 2 loops, 2 loops, 2 loops. Yeah, that witch sign turned out so cute. Okay, so let's put the like tan in next. Okay. I'll do 2 of this one as well. So there's no rule. It says you have to do, you know, a specific way. You don't have to do 3, 2, 1. You could do 1, 1, 1. You could do 3, 3, 3. You could do whatever you want. There's no rule here. It's what you like and the way you want it to look. Okay. If you ever have little, okay, see how this has like a little bend in it right there? With the wired ribbon, if you would just run your hand under it a couple of times, then that bend's going to come out. That's why it's so great to have the wired ribbon. Okay. Let's put this one. Alrighty. So again, when you're twisting on these, you're twisting so that the wrong side of the ribbon is up. You're only twisting it on one side. So you go across. I like to go down kind of like up and down sideways and then twist. And you're twisting it on the side you're making the loop. So this is a patterned ribbon, but the leaves are kind of willy-nilly, so I don't really think it's a big deal if you don't flip it. You're not really going to be able to tell. Like, it's not going to be an obvious thing. I will flip my ribbons if they're obvious, but with this one, it's really not. Okay. Oh, isn't that like plum just beautiful? Oh, I love that. Okay, and then we have this one last. Okay. One of the reasons I like to do the 2 is it's easier to spread it out and then almost make it like rounder a little bit. I like that. I think it's because it has the even number, so it just kind of works out. Yep. I love how saturated this ribbon is. It's very saturated. There we go. Okay. All right. Then you're going to take your zip tie. You can use wire if you want. I like zip ties because it's really going to hold it in place, and you can really pull it strenuously to get the fluff like you like. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you want your tails to be correct, that's really the only way you can do it. Cut them. Yeah. Okay. So I just get it started, and then I use that to pull it out of the bow maker. Okay, so you can see where the indentation is on the bow maker. All you have to do is hold one side. So you do want to hold it so it doesn't move. Slide the zip tie around and then tighten it a little and just make sure it's in that groove. Because if you keep it in that groove, then all of the ribbons that you set out will stay like you set them. So they won't move. Let's see, let's get, just use a black one. Okay, so then I usually take a pipe cleaner, put it in the back. I'll pull it real tight. And then what I like to do, the first step of fluffing is to pull these out. So I'm going to pull the two loops out in kind of opposite directions. Okay. So that they're kind of in between each other. So you see how the 2-2-2 works really well? That's why I like to do it this way. So then you see how round the bow is. Okay, so once you get it like this. Okay. Now, well, one thing you can do is when you're starting your bow, make sure that you're starting it like at the end of the ribbon and not the beginning. I don't know if I'm explaining that exactly right. Okay, so you want to flip it back and forth. And the reason you're doing that is to get, see how these little pieces get stuck down in there? Well, you want to get those out. And so if you kind of twist it back and forth, it makes it really easy just to pop those out. And then you can get a really nice fluff. If you don't do that, then you're going to be able to fluff it, but it's not going to get like a nice big fluff that's going to stay, because those creases in there are going to just pop right back down. So if you get those out, then it'll stay nice. It will just stay nice. Yeah. Let me see if I can find some ribbon. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Then I just kind of run my hands under the tails to get them. I like to get that kind of like cascade look. There. See how pretty that is? See how nice and fluffy that is? Right, then I'll trim off the zip tie because I don't need the rest. All right, let's take a look at it, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. This one up, and then I'm going to get y'all up. Okay. All right, here we go. So there's the bow. You see how fluffy that is? And then there's the wreath. So if you wanted to put the bow on the wreath, you could like put it down here at the bottom or up at the top. I like to keep mine separate because we usually put the bow either on the mailbox or on the stairway or something like that, and then we put the wreath on the door. So yeah, see, isn't that pretty? It came out good. let me see. I gotta find a patterned ribbon so I can show you. Okay. Down we go. Okay. Let's see what, oh, here we go. All right. Get back in there. Okay, so this is a really good one. All right, so it has a pattern. It's going in one direction. You see that? All right, so if I start it and I start it here, you can see that pattern's going down, right? If I go to the end of the roll and I start it here, guess what? It's going the right way. That's what I'm talking about. So it's kind of a pain because you do have to get it to the other end. So this is what I mean. When you have a pattern like this and you put it in, you want to make it just like normal, okay? But you can see, right? You can see they are going in different directions. Not so hot. So what you do is you pick one side, only one side, and you pick it up and flip it over. It doesn't matter if you're going this way or this way, but then it fixes it. Okay. And then when you finish off, so you're still going to have to flip it. This way you don't have to start with it flipped, but you're going to have to flip it for that second tail no matter what you do. But one thing you could do is you could trim it off like this. Have a little tail in here like this. Then flip the ribbon over again. Okay. Then come on this side. Pull your tail down, like that. Trim this off. And then you just have like an extra little cute tail in there. It ends up coming out looking really cute if you do it this way. But the only problem is you have to keep like flipping that ribbon. So it kind of sucks, but it does work. So hopefully that helps you. Don't y'all love it when they put like a sticker in the middle? All right. Okay. That was fun. Alrighty. Oh yeah. Have you not seen that before? It's so intimidating when you're looking at ribbon and it has a pattern, but it really, really is so easy to flip it. All you have to do is pick the whole thing up and flip it. So flip it this way or this way, and then everything will go in the right direction and it just will look really great. But Deborah, I would try this, like putting the little, and it looks really cute having that little bit of the tail in, and it just makes it a lot easier. Then you don't have those little like 1-inch pieces sticking out, you know what I mean? All right, I hope y'all have a good night. And I will see y'all, I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow or not. It just depends on what's going on. You know, this house is like crazy. It's crazy. There's always something going on. Do y'all have that like in your house? There's just like always something going on. Yeah. All right, I will see y'all soon. I promise. It won't be another week like it was. I just had to take some time off. Hey! And kind of hang out with my family. All right. Y'all have a good one. And I will see y'all soon. All right. Bye, y'all. Bye. Bye.